Okay, this is our first lecture on story problems, and we will do 3 story problem types today, and then the next lecture we'll have a lot more. Okay, our story problem strategy. These kind of go without saying, but just keep in mind that don't try to rush through a story problem. That's the biggest mistake you can make. So first of all, just read it carefully. Next, assign variables, draw a picture, just make a key. For these easy story problems, it's going to be very tempting to overlook it, and it's probably not as necessary, but it's such an important habit to get into. Next, translate from the verbal model. So if there's any translation to do, do that. Then write an equation. Notice that writing an equation doesn't come until step 4, so don't try to jump right into an equation. Then you'll solve the equation, check your answer, and state your solution. Okay, first of all, just a review of our translation dictionary. Things that mean plus would be sum, total, plus added to, increased by, gain, raise, more than, greater than, etc. Things that mean minus, difference minus subtracted from, decreased by, less than, and fewer. The things that are asterisked, remember from when we had, I think it was lecture 1, those are the ones where the order in English is different than the order in math. So just be aware of those because it's an easy place to make a mistake. Things that mean multiply, product, times, like 3 times, twice, double, triple, multiplied, percent of, fraction of, and divides are quotient divided by, divided into. Again, that one, the order in English is different than the math order. Ratio, over, and per. So a thing on the note, another thing to note is greater than and less than mean plus and minus, not the greater than sign and the less than sign. First example, the difference of a number and -4 is -12. So we're going to say x is the number. That's my key. That's all we need to do is just assign our variable. Now the difference means minus. The difference of a number and -4. So it's the difference of our x and -4 is, that's equals the -12. So just take it one phrase at a time, a couple words at a time. The difference minus of a number and -4, plop in an x and -4 is, means my equal sign, -12. Okay, now I just need to solve. So I would simplify, that's x plus 4, subtract 4 from both sides, and I get x equals 16. We will focus a lot on just getting the equations. Solving you should be pros at by now. Okay, here are some examples to do on your own. So please pause this video, do these, and then come back and see how you did. Okay, next example, twice the sum of a number and -2 is 16, find the number. Just start with a phrase at a time. Twice. Twice, that means 2 times something. Oh, and my number is x. So twice. Twice the sum. Notice how I don't try to get it all at once. Just go in pieces. So do you see how that's twice the sum? Twice the sum of a number and -2 is an equal sign, and 16 is the result. So that's my equation, and there is my solution. Again, pause if you need to take a look at it for a little bit, but we just are focusing on getting the equations right now, not on solving them. 3 times a number is the same as the difference of twice the number and 7. Now that sounds horrible. Just take it a phrase at a time. So first of all, find the number. Okay, my number is x. You could have your number be P, Q, your initials, whatever. Okay, 3 times a number. Okay, that would be 3 times x. Is the same as, that's going to be my equal sign. Is the same as the difference. What does difference mean? Difference means minus. The difference of what? Twice the number. Oh, I know how to do twice the number. That's 2 times x and 7. Okay, there's my equation. And there's this, I would subtract 2x from both sides and get x equals -7. Okay, if 7 is added to 3 times a number, the result is 31 more than the number. It's another one that sounds horrible, but just take it a phrase at a time. So first of all, my number is x, or whatever variable you like. If 7 is added to, so I'm going to add 7 to something. If 7 is added to 3 times the number, okay, that's 3x. The result is, that's my equal sign, 31 more than. 31 more than, well, that's just adding 31. 31 more than the number, and my number was x. Phrase at a time, and it's not hard. Okay, and there is the solution if you'd like to pause and take a look at that. 4 less than twice a number is 8. Now this is one where we need to be a little careful. Remember that less than is one that can throw us off. 4 less than means minus 4. So 4 less than twice a number, that's 2x minus 4. It's not 4 minus 2x. It's an easy place to make a mistake. So look at that and make sure you see why it is the way it is. So we have 4 less than twice a number is 8. And there's my solution. Okay, 3 divided into, that's another tricky one. 3 divided into what? I'm dividing 3 into something. 3 divided into the sum, okay, that puts the plus sign up there. 3 divided into the sum of a number and 2 is, and there's my 4. Okay, to solve that, I'm going to use my clearing fractions trick that I learned in lecture, what was that lecture? I think it's 4, lecture number 4. And that is the end, or that's the end of translations. Next we will do consecutive integers.